Hello to all you comic book readers out there, Mike from Frontline here, and welcome to another episode of Horror Corner. And in this video, I'll be doing a Dark Horse review of Aliens Omnibus Volume 1. So, I know it's a big book, and in this omnibus there are 5 stories, and I will be short as possible because I don't want to give too much away because I want you guys to read this. First story is called Outbreak, second is Nightmare Asylum, third is Female War, fourth is Theory of Alien Propagation, and the fifth and last is The Alien. So let's start with Outbreak. So basically in Outbreak it starts off about the origin story about these creatures who they thought were parasites, and they weren't parasites, they were known as aliens. And we get introduced to these characters of Colonel Wilkes and this interesting woman character, and her name is Billy, even though it's a guy's name, it's actually a girl's name in this book. And it's the year of 2057, where we get this character right here, Salvagey. And, well, by the way, here's some artwork of who the woman is. And he sees the aliens as messiahs, and that, you know, we should, bow down to them and everything because they could be of the greater good. Greater good? Yeah, that gets a little bit too, not like that as the story continues. And, there's lots of dialogue, and Billy goes for an operation, well, actually surgery, because she keeps getting these visions of aliens and stuff like that. And after that, Wilkes comes to save her from the surgery because, they need to, they need her to find out more things as the adventures continue. And Wilkes had feelings for Billy. I mean, that's the way it looks like in the story. Got some more artwork that I'll show you, because there are some disgusting parts in the book that I don't want to show, like this one right here. Salvi turns into a real jerk in this book. Like, he just says, that, like I said before, about the whole thing of looking at the aliens as of importance of everything. So, as the story continues, we get introduced to a new character, Beobler. I think that's how you say his name. And we learn about how the aliens could come out of the stomach when they're, at the second stage, because the first stage is the face hugger, second stage is little aliens, and then, all that other stuff. And they found out that the aliens, they're real, I mean, such as, right here, when they were facing off against them. And as the story continues, we learn more about them and who they are. Salvi gets a face hugger, which I'm sure everybody who didn't like this character, such as myself, got what he deserved. And it was coming, it was just a matter of time. And after a while, they want to go on a mission to one of the vents to get rid of the aliens and to shoot them all. Basically to take them back as tests, so to say. And Billy wants to go along with them, and Bjolner gets a little chopped on the chest, which I don't want to show because it's too graphic. Or Beobler, I don't even know if I'm saying his name right, but basically Billy had feelings for him in that sense. And as the story continues, they're just trying to get the alien. Like, basically the whole story is just them just going on a mission to get rid of the aliens, because they'll cause more of an outbreak, like the story says, and more of the invasion towards the story. And that's the end of the first one. Now the second one, Nightmare Asylum, the artwork does change in a good way, where it leaves off where the other was separate, like this one right here. It's more realistic portrait drawing. And in this one, it's all about you know, fighting off the aliens because they're in the spaceship now to you know, to prevent the aliens from coming in. So they destroy them with fiery attack, and then we get introduced to this other character named oh wow, why is his name leave me now? Like he basically wants to use them as a test, so to say. I can't. Spears, that's his name, and Spears is this character right here, and he thinks that the aliens are of like good cause and everything, and he just says that you know, that he thinks he can control them, and they know that he can't control them because they already experienced when they did their mission. Billy goes through a lot of visions with these aliens and stuff, and she has a connection with them, so to say, including this little girl, which makes a little bit of an Alien with Sigourney Weaver movie reference. And so as the story continues on, Spears is just saying, I can control all of them, and he does a little bit with burning up the mother's, the alien mother's babies, you know, saying to listen to what I say or else I'll burn all of them. Wilkes and Billy work together to get rid of the aliens, and I'll show you guys some more artwork of that. And they work great as a team, though. But Bjolier, with him being half man now, he tries his best to save Billy and the rest of the people. Since he's, you know, like that, and he actually does some great things. Meanwhile, Spears almost gets Billy and Wilkes killed, and as the story continued, let's just say as a spoiler, Spears gets what got to him. You know, the aliens got him, so that's really good. And in the end, we get a appearance of Ripley, which leads into the third story right here. And the artwork, once again, does change. More classically like. And it talks about the, you know, the little girl and from what happened in the Alien movie with the big robot and, you know, all that other stuff. And, you know, what happened to her friends then. Billy is with them. And her hair is blonde now. She went from brunette to blonde. I'm like, unless the years went by. So, in this issue, they're trying to fight off the aliens as well as blowing up the whole place. So that way, a whole alien species could be get rid of. But Ripley, she wants to keep the aliens in a little containment for Earth for a greater purpose. And everybody thinks that she's crazy, but Ripley, being, you know, one of the people who has known about aliens, knows what she's doing. As well as trying not to show emotion for Billy, because she feels a connection towards her. Also with the little girl as well, which Billy says, we're not going to leave this planet until we find her. And they do as the issue continues. Got some more artwork against the aliens. I will say this much, that Bjolber dies, which I believe was in the last story. I mean, there was so much to read. I think it was in the last story, if I'm not mistaken. But as the story, you know, goes like that, you know, they blow up the place, and basically that was the end of that. Ripley goes up against the alien, and wins, of course, because Ripley's that amazing. And yeah. And by the way, I was right. The last story was where Bjorber died, so that's a spoiler. So then we get to this next story about alien propagation. All I could say in short, it just talks about the aliens and the wars that they've been through, and that's really it. Just a short story of that. And then leads to the last story of the alien, where these people in the future found out the diary that Billy wrote, which shows that in the end of the third story, I believe, or the second. Like I think the third story was where they showed that. And if you want to find that out, you can definitely read it for yourselves about that story, because that was short as well. So, it is a long story, and it was very interesting. For Aliens Omnibus Volume 1, with the different artworks and stuff like that, and all the other stuff, I could give it a good rating of between a 4 to 4.5 out of 5. It was amazing artwork, even though it changed here and there, and great story. And for those of you who are Aliens fans, such as me and my brother are, then this will definitely be the book for you to read, and Ripley's in it. So those of you fans who are Ripley fans, you'll definitely be picking this up. Or if you want, you can just check it out. It is recommended for those of you out there. I would prefer children of the age of 18 to read this, because this is more of a related book there, not for children to read. So just thought I'd give it out there. And with that, guys, that is a Horror Corner review of Aliens Omnibus Volume 1. Don't forget to check out Comic Related and ComicFrontline.com. We are your number one source for comic related news, reviews, and a whole bunch more. As well as not forgetting to check out Frontline Gaming Zone, where we have tons of gaming content on there. So please look on that side as well. Also, don't forget to subscribe right here to Comic Frontline today. And let your comments be heard about Aliens Omnibus. Did you like this story? Did you read this? Did you pick this up after hearing this review? Or do you have any questions about the book? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll try to get back to you guys as soon as I can. And with that, to all my true comic book readers out there, I'll see you next time in another Horror Corner episode. My brother Chris will be doing Volume 2 of the Aliens Omnibus, so he'll be taking over the next volume, and I'll be back for Volume 3. So until next time, everybody, take care and keep watching. Later, everybody.